I are out today at the River Lakes Conservation Area in Viera. Today we're going to try for about 10 miles. We're going to see what we find on the trail and how far we want to go. And so we will bring you along with us on our adventure and show you what we see. Bye. Bye. So along this route is the Yellow Blazes Trail. It is about 5.4 miles out and back. A lot of the trail is uncovered, so you're exposed to the sun for the majority of it, unless you add in the Red Blaze part, which is a loop on the back side of this trail. The weather this day was very, very windy, so unfortunately a lot of the audio that we tried to record was just too hard to hear over all of the wind. But it was still a great hike. It was still a great day, and as you'll see, we got to see some really cool things right off the bat. This alligator was just chilling, kind of hanging out, doing its thing. That was an exciting beginning to the trail. As we go on, we'll see some cows and some of the other cool things at the sod farm the trail cuts through. So one thing that I just remembered the last time we were on this trail a couple of years ago were these really cool, beautiful birds. I don't know what they are. I'll have to do some research, but listen to how pretty they are. Hopefully they make another sound soon. Isn't that so neat? Well, we're still walking. Some interesting things, I guess, is we found some cows. And there's some little swampy areas over to our left, which will show you that. Last time I was here, I think I saw a gator right in this area, but I don't see one today. But it's just a little swampy area. You can see where the elevation kind of changes. It's almost like just a really big ditch. But this is it. We are continuing on, just walking on the flat ground. It's actually kind of nice. As you can see, there's no roots or there's nothing really to trip on. Although I do have a habit of sort of just tripping on my feet, don't I? So we're just going to keep continuing on, and once we get to something that looks a little bit different than this, we'll pop back on the video camera and show you guys what we see. All right, as for now, we're going to continue to move. All right. Okay, so for some reason, Jael and I find it quite entertaining that as you walk by, look how all of these cows pop their head up and they start staring at us. Even one in the bush? Yeah, like, is that normal? They're very interested. Yeah, they seem to have kind of lost some interest, so we'll see as we walk by some more to this other set over here. Maybe you guys can see. I'll zoom in on them as our head pops up. We're coming up a bunch over here. They are big cows. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting. The last time I was here, they all did the same thing. Literally stopped what they were doing and just kind of stared us down. And I couldn't decide if it was an ominous stare or if it was a stare to say hello and to be friendly. I don't know. I don't speak cow, but nonetheless, yeah, it's very interesting. Either they're very friendly or mean mugging us. I don't know. You think they're mean mugging us, or you think they're just being friendly?
Maybe, I don't know.
All right, now these ones you can't see. Probably you can't see in the camera, but as we walk by, I like that black one. Ooh, popped its head up. Okay, let's see where Kyle's going. All right, how about you don't cow speak in case they're not
Happy.
nice cows. That little fence doesn't seem like it's too much of a deterrent, but maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think cows are typically aggressive. All right, on we go. Let's move. You ready?
Yeah.
Go. Whoa, you're getting fancy. What?
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. So we've made our first right turn, or actually we've made our first turn at all so far on the trail, and it happened to be a right turn. And this is a brand new view that we get to see. That's exactly like what we did before. That gate is what we had to make a right turn and come through. And now we're just following down this road, or this pathway. Super easy, super gentle walk. Nice and light steps. And we'll keep going, and we'll come back and show you when we have something else other than this stuff. Yeah. It is a beautiful day though. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the sky. And it's cool. A nice breeze. Couldn't ask for a better day in Florida to hike. We'll get back with you soon. Don't float away. So now you can see there's a little bit of a difference in what we're seeing now. Again, nothing too amazing. What you got?
No, it's country though.
Oh, it's a seed from the pine trees. But there's a little bit of tree overhang, so we're getting a little bit of shade relief from the trees. That's also why we broke out our umbrellas, because there was no shade for, I think we've gone about, I don't know, maybe 2.5 miles now. I'm not sure, I'd have to look. But with no shade, and so we decided to break out the umbrella. So that's where we came from. If we go off to the right, you will see that there is a red blaze to follow and a yellow blaze, which we're currently following the yellow blaze. But I wanted to show you guys that if we move forward a little bit, this big, huge open space that we're at, and it leads out to some water. So I thought it might be kind of neat to see that, since we haven't seen anything like that so far, on the video at least. Taller grass because we don't want to surprise any snakes, or quite frankly any gators that may or may not be chilling out in this area. So you guys, that's one thing that's a little bit more frightening of hiking in Florida, is gators. Snakes are snakes, and we're kind of used to hiking with them anywhere we hike. But I don't know. Gators are sort of no joke. And this is definitely an area where they would be. You can see where the water kind of leads this way, down this way, in this area. No, I'm not gonna go all the way down there. That's a little out of my comfort zone. But you can see all the water. It's definitely very pretty. It's different, but nonetheless, it's beautiful in its own way. And I think some people launch their boats from here. Last time we were here, you could tell there were trucks that were driving.
Your umbrella did the same thing, it's fine.
Oh, my umbrella just did the same thing. All right, well, we're gonna walk back to the way we came, and you ready?
Yeah.
She's laughing at me because my umbrella's messing up and doing like the anti-Mary Poppins thing. Whoa.
It's mine too.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the Red Blaze. Talk to you guys soon. All right, ready to check out this Red Blaze?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna walk down this Red Blaze. It's basically just a loop off of the main Yellow Blaze trail. And the nice thing about this part is that there's more shade along the whole entire thing. I think this part is about, there's the blazes. And this is where we're going. I think this one's, I think maybe another 2.5, maybe 3 miles. I honestly don't know. It's a loop. And I have a map, and it's pretty well marked. So off we go. And you can see some of the beautiful old trees.
I don't know why, but like these random patches of grass make me laugh.
Random patches of grass. Yeah, they're pretty random. So we're going to be on the lookout for snakes, as always, but even more so in these types of areas.
Bears.
Maybe a bear, yeah. We saw a black bear last time we were in Black Bear Wilderness Trail a couple months ago. Well, I didn't. My oldest daughter, your sister, saw one and didn't tell us until, I don't know, about 10 minutes later. I think she was still in shock. Look how beautiful those trees are, though. Wow. It's just, I guess this is what I think about when I hear people talk about old Florida. This is sort of the part that I think represents it best. It is just beautiful. But as I've said before, there's certainly a much more creepy feeling or vibe as you're doing Florida trails because, oh my gosh, we've ran across so many different not poisonous. Gosh, I know better than that. Venomous snakes. Quite a few different rattlers, pygmies, diamondbacks, cottonmouths, which I don't think is a rattler, but either way, venomous snake. Last time we were on trail, I actually stepped over one, directly over one. So thank God and thank the kind snake that it did not want to bother me that day. But then we had to wait probably, 15 minutes for it to move off a trail?
Yeah.
It was directly in the path, which is why I stepped right over it and didn't see it. But it was camouflaged so well in the mud. So there's things like that are pretty common. Last time, if you guys want to check back at the, what video was it? Black Bear Wilderness. A pack of wild boar at one point came charging completely at us. And that was terrifying because all you heard was really loud ruckus happening. And the next thing you know, these little, or big actually, family of black boar were coming at us. And they darted away from us when they got about, I don't know, maybe like 10 feet away, 15 feet away. But yeah, that was scary.
there's water over there.
Okay. So I think, according to the map, we should be intersecting part of the St. Johns River, and the next probably half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile, should run parallel to it. So we should definitely get some prettier views, and you'll be able to see part of what we saw when I showed you the water the first time, but this time we'll be paralleling it and we'll be able to get a little bit closer to it. I also believe I remember there being a pavilion down here, which has a little spot to eat with a picnic table. I can't remember if it's going to be down this way or down this way. So we're going to go explore down here for a minute and then possibly turn around, but hopefully we'll be at the water's edge pretty soon. Yeah, I think we have to turn around because that's just a blowdown. Wow, look at these blowdowns. Yeah, look at this. This is a big tree. It was probably dead already for a while, but... And then look at this one. That did not look dead. And that was a pretty significant blowdown. Looks fairly recent, too. All right, let's travel back this way. And now, in a few minutes, we should parallel the water's edge. And I think at some point we're going to run right into a pavilion. How pretty, though. These beautiful oak trees. And it's really the best part of the trail because now you're protected. These huge, beautiful trees and shaded from the hot sun. Okay, so we've made it down to the area that I was referring to in the video. That's, careful all the broken glass. There's quite a bit of broken glass on here. This is a pavilion campsite area. I mean, I guess it's camping. I don't see any camping signs, but definitely feels probably like it's a party on the weekends, but look how beautiful. This is what we were walking parallel on for a long time. Oh, okay. And then look, this is absolutely such a beautiful tree. Can you imagine what these trees have seen? I don't know how old they are, but they're absolutely beautiful. But this is where there's people over there, so we're not going to kind of go and bother them. But there's two pavilions. There's one of them there. And yeah, the floor is kind of cool, or the ground, with all the trees' roots, which is just really neat. Let's go down a little bit closer to the water. I doubt we're going to see any gators, or if we do, I hope they're from a safe distance. This really is beautiful. What do you think? This is neat, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely would not want to go swimming here though.
No, we would definitely not go swimming here. This is Gator Home.
Yep.
And I'm happy they have a nice place. But this is pretty much it. I think we'll probably go ahead and end the video here because on the way back, it's what you've already seen. It's the out and back part. So there's nothing really you're gonna see anything new. What'd you think of the trail?
It's fun.
1 through 10.
I like a 5.
A 5? What did you like about it?
Probably that it was flat.
That it was flat, okay. What did you not like about it?
It wasn't really that pretty. The lake was pretty, but it wasn't that pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it's Florida, right? So we can appreciate the beautiful trees and the flora and fauna that's here, which again, it's not a whole lot. But this really is a beautiful destination point. And I'm quite happy that at least we have this to come and see. Oh, there was a nice fish. And for sure, somewhere, probably not far from here, there's going to be gators that are sunning. And I don't think I can zoom in this far, but I believe there's a boat and people fishing. Yep. So it's a cool place. It's a neat place, and we had a good time. I will catch up at the end with however many total miles it was, and I'll include some of the maps in here too. So if anybody's interested in coming out and taking this walk, then they'll have some better information to go on. All right, what you think? You ready to end?
Yeah.
All right, we will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and we're going to keep on moving. Bye. We're back. So we found another side of the trail. I think this one is probably an additional between 5 and 7 miles. It's hard to tell on the Google Trails app. So we're going to check it out and see what we can see. We don't know if there's going to be much more views than the last or the other side of the trail. But we're here for it, and we're ready to go. We're ready to check it out. So let's move.
It's a Florida waterfall.
Florida waterfall. Nice. So we are still walking, and we're about, I think, 1.5 miles into this trail. This is the White Blazes. So just want to show you. You see any alligators there? No. Me either so far. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. If it is, then I will just do a voiceover of this. But it's beautiful. More cattle country. Although I don't see any cows this time on this side. Oh, what is that? I wonder what kind of plant that is. I have no idea. I may have to research that. That's where we came from. And this is where we're going. All of that is restricted area. I think that is the Duda property, the private property. And so it looks like this is just an access they're allowing for people to get to the conservation areas and the hunting grounds. Let's make sure we close this gate too behind us, okay? Well, looks like that's what we're gonna see for the next half a mile or so. We'll pop back on whenever the scenery changes. All right, it looks like we're coming up to the end of at least what's on all trails. No alligators. That's the way we came, around that corner and all the way down that way. And so let's see what the sign says. I think this is probably an indication of hunting being allowed past the sign, but let's go see what it says. There's that way. Let's see. Yeah, you have arrived at the Upper St. Johns River Marsh WMA. You may begin hunting from this point. Okay, so clearly there's no trail that way. And from the looks of the map, it doesn't seem like there's anything that way. Oh, that's a pretty flower.
Yeah, it's so bright out here.
It is bright. All right, let's go this way. Usually I like to say with the right is right direction, but either way, we have the map, so we won't get lost. We'll just have to figure out what's down this way. So pretty much it's all looking the same from what we've seen so far. Hopefully we'll see something at the end of this area. The good news is, Giles, there's some tree coverage.
Yeah.
Up until now, it's been hot, right? Yeah. There's been absolutely zero tree coverage, as you guys saw in the video. So there's a slight bit, tiny bit, if we hug the left side of this trail. But let's go. Let's see what's down here. And we'll pop back on when we see something interesting. All right, so we're coming up to a double blaze, which basically just tells you to turn, although that's quite obvious. I don't think I would be going that way or straight. Oh, there's a little elevation here. It looks like we might actually be gaining a tiny bit of elevation. Cool. Yeah, kind of funny, but us Floridians get a little bit excited when there's a slight elevation change. I think that's just our part of missing the mountains. Well, this is neat. A little bit different. You have the canal running alongside the trail this time. Let's see if there's anything cool in the water. I don't see anything yet. And it looks like up ahead there's another blaze and probably another turn. So
Good luck stick.
what is it?
Maybe you follow this.
Oh, good luck stick. All right, you pull one and I'll pull the other. Ready? I think we both got equal.
Okay.
Cheers to good luck. Well, let's see. Let's see what we have. I see some fish jumping in the water. This is actually really pretty.
Yeah.
And it's nicely mowed. It's nicely maintained. So far, this whole trail has been an easy walk.
Yeah.
We are about 2.5 miles in so far, I think. It's pretty over there too. So over there is the hunting area, hunting grounds. And that's where we came from. There's actually so much beauty to be found if you're just willing to look for it. And I found sometimes in life, if you're just willing to stop and practice a pause and just see what life has to show you, birds flying in the air, all the different colors of grass. One thing a psychology teacher taught me back in undergraduate school was to ask someone what color tree bark is. And most people will just say brown. But if you look, you can see there's so many other colors than just brown. So many other variations. And it was just a reminder that sometimes we're just rushing through life so fast that we miss what's right in front of us. We miss the beauty that's right in front of us. And so in a practice of gratitude, I'm just super thankful for all that we have to witness, all that we have to experience, all the wonderful, beautiful family and friends that we have to do life with. So just taking this opportunity to thank God. Thank you for all that you've provided us. Thank you for our safety, your provision, your continued protection, your guidance, and your support. Ooh, look at this. This is very pretty. I mean, it's another gigantic open area, but this is where the canal leads to. This pretty body of water. At the moment, it's very South Africa feeling to me. When I went on safari, I had so many beautiful, beautiful views. And this is really pretty. I see. You see the bird? It's
Look, the bird on the thing.
Oh, vultures, I think. Are those vultures? I'm going to zoom in on them before, because maybe they will fly away before we go. I don't know. Alright, I can't walk with it zoomed in, otherwise it'll be shaky. And our friends watching the video will not enjoy that. Yeah, are those vultures?
Huge.
I think so. Yeah, look how beautiful, look how big they are. The one was a little bit afraid and he flew away. Two flew away. This third one's brave.
That looks like a chicken.
Yeah, that's a vulture. Kind of looks like a chicken, I guess. Look at this cool structure though. This will be a nice little place maybe to have some lunch or snacks. Don't fall, buddy. It's windy. Oh wait, they're birds. They can fly. Can we come and hang out with you? Well, not necessarily with you, but okay. Thank you.
What's that?
Jared. Okay, we just named him Jared. Interesting name choice.
The brave bird.
There he is again. Bye, friend. Wow, this is actually really pretty.
Shout out to all the Jareds out there, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to all the Jareds.
Oh my gosh, there's so much elevation. I can't do it.
So much elevation. You got it. You can do it. The PUDs. Pointless ups and downs. Well, you guys, this is really cool. This is really pretty. A nice little area to sit and have a snack, which we may do. Look how nice. What's that? I did bring some food to taste test, so that's a great idea. All right, maybe our friends would like to see it. All right, so let's have some lunch.
Hello.
We're back again. We're going to have a couple of taste testing of Backpackers Pantry freeze-dried foods that we're going to consider taking on the Appalachian Trail with us. So we brought some with us. I went ahead and I actually rehydrated it at home. I did not bring the stove like we would normally on trail. I'll pop in a picture of the stove that we have, so if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about. But so it's been rehydrating this whole time we've been walking on trail. We'll start with that one last. We're gonna start with our lunch first. Let's give that a go and see. Okay, grab the forks. Let's first try, let's see.
Mashed potatoes with gravy and
Beef. Mashed potatoes with gravy and beef. Are you ready?
Sounds good.
So we normally have a titanium long handled spoon so we don't get our hands and fingers all, foodie, but we did not bring it, so we're just going to have to do the best that we can and see which one we like. Let me stir it up a little bit because I can see that some of the gravy is not stirred up. It looks like mashed potatoes. I'll give you guys a look at it before we give a taste test, so you can see what it looks like. It looks like mashed potatoes with beef. All right, cheers. Let's try it.
That's actually good.
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually really good. I can definitely eat that. Okay. I actually like this too. And this has, in this particular packet, it's 180 calories per serving, and there's 2 servings, 9 grams of protein. So, pretty good. And it took 2 cups to rehydrate this, but that's significant. All right, try the next one. Go back to that. It's so windy. I'm trying to make sure nothing, see my glasses just
Slide it.
flew across the table. All right, we brought another one. We have other brands. I wish I would have brought some of the other brands. Maybe next time we'll do that. But right now, I guess today is dedicated to Backpacker's Pantry. Let me hold this so it doesn't blow away. So we can LNT, leave no trace. This one is Louisiana red beans and rice. 330 calories and 13 grams of protein in this package. Stir it around, make sure we get all of the seasoning. Sometimes in these, the seasoning stays at the bottom and then it's kind of bland, but it's just because you didn't get all the way down to the bottom to stir it up. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Kind of smells spicy.
Yeah, it does a little. This is what it looks like. All right, ready? Give it a go.
I'm worried about the rice.
It is a little spicy. It is red beans, rice, tomatoes, and Cajun-inspired seasonings. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
definitely like that one. That one's first for me so far.
Yeah, so we rate that one 1. So 1 out of 10, what do you rate the mashed potatoes and gravy? On the scale of backpacking food, not like gourmet food.
9.5. Because there definitely could be better.
I'm gonna rate the mashed potatoes and gravy, I'm gonna say a solid 8. Yeah,
8?
solid 8. This one I rate a solid 5.5. I would really have to be in the mood for this. That I can eat mashed potatoes and gravy, whatever.
I don't really like rice that's like has all of like the sauce on it. I do like plain rice though.
Well, we're so used to being spoiled with jasmine rice, so that is not jasmine rice.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm excited to try this. This is supposed to be super good, according to a lot of backpacker reviews out there. This is creme brulee. This took only 3/4 of cold water. So the other 2 obviously needed hot water, boiling water. This one only needed 3/4 cup of cold water. So there's actually some topping in here. We gotta put the topping on, yeah. So this is a topping that comes with it.
That looks like a decoration to me.
Looks like pudding. Try not to spill this out. Okay. Oh, I hope I can open this without making a huge mess. Hold my spoon.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, I can't open it. And you know what? Normally we have our little utility knife and I did not bring it. Ugh. I feel like we can't try it and give a perfect review.
Inside the bag with the framing.
Oh, I feel like we can't give a good review unless we open it. Hold on.
Let me get some scissors.
Let
Oh, you
me
got
see.
some on your bag.
Oh, I did. I got
Got
some
food on her bag.
food on my bag. Oh, wait. I forgot to put this little utility knife in here.
Oh.
This is our day bag. So we don't really use a lot of this stuff ever.
Don't go away, please.
Oh, gosh.
Or you.
grab that.
you.
I got this. Okay, you hold that. Let me try to see if I can, this little thing, I don't even know where this came from. It came from some type of first aid gear. Okay, got it. Oh, we're gonna put the topping on.
It's so windy.
It's so windy. Here, hold that, put that in there. It's making everything difficult, and even like my phone's shaking because it's so windy. Okay, spoon. Okay, give it a little bit of a stir.
That looks so
This
weird.
is what it looks like now with the topping on. Ready? French-inspired custard and sugar topping. Let's give this a go.
That don't really look like sugar.
It's brown sugar. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. That is good. This
The sugar's
has...
a little weird though. The sugar's a little too crunchy though.
Probably won't be in a minute.
Okay.
This has 610 calories for this whole thing, so that's actually really good. We're trying to make sure that we are aware of the calories that we're going to be burning on trail once we are walking anywhere between 10 and maybe 20, 25 miles per day. So this has a vote for me. I say this has a solid 7.5. You don't like it?
No, I like it. Maybe an 8.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. So we've got the three musketeers, the 3 meals that we tried, and it seems like all will have a place for us when we trek the Appalachian Trail. All right. We will talk to you guys later as we finish and continue our lunch. Bye.
Bye.